So it's just sort of 5 minutes. We'll just look at the proportions of the face. Obviously, everybody's faces vary. Otherwise, if everybody was perfect and the same measurements, we'd all look the same, wouldn't we? So this is just a general guide, and obviously everybody's varies a little bit. So, like we did the sheep a few years ago, I'm going to start off just, and you want to sort of do this with me, is I'm just drawing a sort of oval shape, sort of like a head shape. Okay, so if you can do that on your sheet of paper. I tend to do sort of a couple of parallel lines and then just put a curved top and bottom. Obviously, are you going to do it there? We've got a pencil?
Yeah.
You got a bit of pen, yeah? Can you do it on there?
Anybody want a pencil?
I'm alright, thanks.
Everybody alright with this paper? Do you want to form the front lines out?
Oh, yes.
Right. So just and I say, just a sort of oval head shape, and then halfway down, just draw a line across like that. That is the position of where the eyes will go.
Halfway.
Halfway. I know it feels wrong because we only really see the features of the face, but we've got a lot of space where our hair is. Oh, we've got a big forehead. So about halfway again is where the nose will finish. And
Started on that table, thank you.
halfway again will give us where the mouth is. So it's halfway for the eyes, divide that in half again, that's the nose, half again, that's the mouth. So you should have the 3 lines on there. And it helps also if we just put a line down the centre as well. We'll say we don't have to be dead accurate, just roughly down the centre. Now our eyes are on this first line that we drew, and we have about, if you sort of, you could divide it into fifths if you want, but the main thing to remember is we have about an eye width in between our eyes. So we've got an eye width in between our 2 eyes. Obviously somebody, yeah. So we've got, probably about an eye width, an eye width. So it's about into fifths. But we've got an eye width in between. Obviously some people have got bigger eyes, some people have got smaller eyes, but that's sort of rough, again, a rough estimate. Then our second line, that's the end of the nose. So don't draw the nose from here, we can just do the little bit of shadow that we see. So we've got a little curved bit, which is the end of the nose. We've got like the nostrils at the side, we don't see up the nostrils, we just see a bit of shadow, and then the side of the nostrils. So we don't need to put too many lines on. That will just suggest again where the end of the nose is. Then we need to put the mouth in. So again, we've got that little sort of bow of where the lips meet in the middle of the, not meet in the middle, underneath the nose. But it's got a particular in there. Is that the filtrum? Thank you very much. So we don't want to make them too big or too drawn in. So we'll just do the top little bit. Yes, bit of Botox in there. So where the lips meet, again, slightly curved bottom or middle section of that top lip, and then we just put the shadow for the bottom lip. Now the mouth should go to approximately the centre of the eyes. Yes. I think it said George Clooney had got one of these sort of best proportioned faces. I'm sure there's plenty more, but of course it's the slight off proportions that make people attractive or different. Ears come between those first two lines, our eye line and our nose. You might have big ears, but they'll be approximately between the eye and the nose. And the eyebrows should end between the edge of the nose and the edge of the eye. If we take a line up from there, that should give us about the position of where the eyebrows should end, unless you've been able to pluck them. Or tattoos on.
How about the, you said from the nose, where you get the eyes? I see.
So yeah, corner of the nose or nostril to the corner of the eye, and that just gives you that line of where those eyebrows should finish.
Oh my God. My eyebrows ended over there.
And then, you know, we can then adapt it a bit. You can take the chin down a bit more. We can make it a little bit more pointed. The neck is always as wide as the head. It's like an alien.
Yeah, mine's got a really big forehead.
Right, looks like they've got a big forehead, but put some hair on.
I think I'm getting it right. Give them big lips.
Big lips. Well, of course, I suppose we're talking about the average proportions of a Western Caucasian. So if you put some hair on, immediately that big forehead is lost, and we put some
Okay, now. Oh, how do you do that?
lines on. Again, you can then alter it a little bit. I'll take a bit off that rounded chin, a bit more of a pointed chin. So that's the sort of approximate proportions of everybody, but again we all vary a little bit. But it's useful to have those measurements in your head when you start drawing people.
Carbon garden.